going to be saying underrated games versus overrated games. Now, the first one on the list is Tears of the Kingdom. This game is so overrated for multiple reasons. Most people say it's a 10 out of 10, but a lot of things push it way back from being a 10. The first thing on the list is the characters. The characters in Breath of the Wild are way better. Like, I do not care about Sidon. I know a lot of people do, but it's just not a very good story. The cutscenes are also not good. The ones in Tears of the Kingdom were interesting because you actually cared about the champions. But do you care about these weird elf things? For me, no. I do not care about these things. And glitches is one of the glitchiest Legends of Zelda games, I know. And the dungeons are also terrible. At the end, you get an ability that sucks. What are you supposed to do with Sidon's ability? It's just so bad. There's just so many things I can go on and on about that push this game way back. Now, the only thing I think Tears of the Kingdom does better is the ruins. The ones from Breath of the Wild some of them are completely useless, and stasis is just broken in that game. Next, the side quests. Side quests are actually good and you get good rewards, and I do like how you get fabrics or your paraglider, which are actually cool. House is also cool, but there's one in Breath of the Wild. But this one's more customizable. So yeah, there's just so many things that push Tears of the Kingdom back and Breath of the Wild up. So yeah, Breath of the Wild is better than Tears of the Kingdom, in my opinion. This is all my opinion, and I'm sorry if I made you feel bad about a game that you love. This isn't underrated. Now this has to go to Metopio as one of my favorite games of all time. And there's a lot of things why you're probably gonna be like, oh, why Metopio? And here's why. I love Mii's. I love how you can make Mii's and play them like Tomodachi. But this game is one of my favorites because of multiple reasons. I love how you can just get characters and add them as jobs. I think it's very fun. I know a lot of people really like the makeup, so I'm just not very good at the makeup. And the main thing that I think people don't like this game about is the adventures, because in the fights you can't even use most of the characters. You have to use one primary character, which if they're sick, then you can't even just press any buttons. You need to wait. That is a thing that a lot of people put it back, but I just say it's an underrated game, and a lot of people should start not hating it. It's a very underrated game, in my opinion. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I just really like this, is my opinion, but if it's most people's opinion, it would probably be 7.5. So yeah, just my opinion. I hope you guys like that. This is another overrated game. This is just my opinion because I am not good at this game. This game is Stardew Valley. The reason why I don't really like Stardew Valley, for one, there's no things to tell you what to do, so I'm just like running around. I'm like, what do I do? And I'm actually just supposed to go to my farm and do random stuff. Now, the rival for this is gotta have more things to do, in my opinion, and this is just what I say. Farming gets repetitive, and you have to get the farmland back up and then water them and then put the seeds back in, and it just takes a while to mine stuff. I have played barely any of this, but I could already tell how it could get repetitive, and the music's not very good, and I think it's just kind of a repetitive game. Again, this is all my opinion, so yeah, I put this at probably 7.5. No, 8 out of 10. This is just my opinion. I'm sorry. This is a very overrated game, in my opinion. And its rival, I say, is just better. So yeah. Rival of Stardew Valley has to go to Forager. I think that's how to say it. And the reason why I say this game is better than Stardew Valley is, for one, the music in it is so much better. And I think there's more items to use, and it's less repetitive, in my opinion, and the mining doesn't take 2 years to mine. And I just say this game is better, and I'm gonna say, now the islands are easy to get in this game. And I just think it's a good game. It's easy to get money, and you can get to different dungeons, and the dungeons are good. Now here's a negative thing about this game. I forgot which dungeon. I think it's the skull dungeon. You could sacrifice one of your hearts forever for an item, and you can't back out of it. So I saved before I found a chest. I opened it, and I didn't take it, and I had to reload my game. Now here's the thing. I thought that was just going to be for that one chest thing. But no, I didn't save. I opened another one. I had to take one. So if someone could figure out how to stop this, I think there's like a potion from the shop guy, the trader, then you can get your heart back. But yeah, I just say that this game's better. And it's very unpopular, I'd say. The trailer only has like 600,000 views or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, I say this is a game that more people should play, and it's a very underrated game in my opinion. So yeah, 9.5. This is just a childhood game, a nostalgia game. So yeah, that's just my opinion. In my opinion, is a game that a lot of people are gonna get shocked about. Overwatch. Now, how this game is overrated, in my opinion, is since there's 2 tanks, it's a lot harder to kill people that can't kill tanks very well, like Reaper or Junkrat, or those kinds of characters that are just easy to play, but they're way too hard to kill tanks. And the rival is better, in my opinion. This game, the Overwatch 2, is the main reason why people like this one more is the loot boxes. I know that's not the main reason, but I know a lot of people like those. And I think the main reason is because there's 2 tanks, and I think that's just the main reason. I don't really know. I didn't really play this game. I played it when Overwatch 2 had its classic Overwatch event thing, and I played it, and I did not like it nearly as much as Overwatch 2. Speaking of Overwatch 2, that is the underrated game. And the reason why Overwatch 2 is I think it just has a lot of better things than Overwatch 1. The first thing is the new characters aren't bad. I feel like the new characters are getting kind of bad because it's basically just it's just like a couple characters combined, like Juno. But I think a big reason why this game is better than Overwatch is, again, you kind of heard from Overwatch 1's review, there's 1 tank, which makes it more fun, in my opinion. And loot boxes, they've added them back, so you guys can go back and play Overwatch 2. It's just better, in my opinion. And I talked to a friend about Overwatch 2. He said another reason why it's not very good, or people hate Overwatch 2, is the special games, or whatever they're called. Those are the names of it are apparently bad. That's not Overwatch's problem. It's the community's fault. That's what they did. It's their fault. So Overwatch 1, probably 6.5, and Overwatch 2, 9 out of 10. This is just my opinion. I think it's one of my favorite games of all time, Overwatch 2, so yeah, just my opinion. No hate, just my opinion, so you guys don't have to agree, obviously. So yeah, like and subscribe.